Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2. Testing, testing, testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2. Testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2. Testing, testing, testing. From the Kaplan Athletic Center here in Newburgh, New York, this is the Mount St. Mary College Athletics YouTube channel. This evening, the Mount women's basketball team hosts St. Joseph's Brooklyn in the first half of a doubleheader. Hi, everybody. I'm Nikolai Busko. Thanks for joining us tonight as both teams get ready for what's become a very important game. Mount played here on Saturday, defeating winless and shorthanded Old Westbury 91-38 to go to 3-1 in the Skyline and 3-3 overall. Margaret Trinkus had 20 points on 9 of 14 shooting, had 12 rebounds, 8 offensive. Kate Hughes scored 12 points off the bench and had 7 rebounds. Shannon Phelan had 6 points and 13 rebounds. St. Joe's Brooklyn also played on Saturday, lost at Purchase 74-72, now 2-6 overall, 1-4 on the Skyline and 0-3 on the road. Mercedes Perez had 29 points, 11 of 20 shooting, and was 4 of 8 from 3, but fouled out with 1:50 left. Dominica Sanchez hit 2 foul shots to tie it with 10 seconds to go, but Purchase hit 2 with 6 to go to win the game. The Bears had trailed by 12 points with 5:36 left before coming back to tie the game. And the Knights start off the game with a travel. It comes in to Sanchez, who yields it back ultimately to Perez. Sanchez, LaFaro on her. And the pass might have been screened. It's taken away by the Knights. Love will come up quickly. Blinks right, turns left. Hands it off to Peachy for 3. In and out. Rebound is on the deck. It's a bit of a grapple for it. And the officials, well, they need to agree each other on some level. They say it'll stay with Mount St. Mary. MSMC starting Trinkus, Love, Petrie, Guglielmo, and Aaron LaFaro. St. Joe starting Perez, Sanchez, Chinque, Donovan, and Kennedy. Love. Petrie. And it came for Love from Trinkus. Way over there. Stopped by Guglielmo. LaFaro for 3. That one is off the back iron, but Love pulls down the big offensive rebound, and she'll be fouled. This one will be against Kennedy. That's the first foul of the game. So fresh 20 for the banker for Mount St. Mary. Petrie. Inside it came. As not able to find the rim was Guglielmo. Trying to save it was LaFaro, but could not. And it'll go back to St. Joe's. One of the big stories, I think, for this game for Mount St. Mary. Last time they had a convincing victory at that margin. They lost the next game, able to lull to a false sense of security. They beat Yeshiva by quite a bit, as this one doesn't go from Perez. Then a loss to New Paltz. So see how they respond here. Fast break opportunity. LaFaro works it back out. Love for 3. Nope, they say she hopped with it. She tried to sneak herself back for a 3, and it didn't work out that way. I was actually a bit surprised that Guglielmo made the pass to that opportunity. Thought she had enough room in that lane to take the shot. Ball gets away from Perez. It's hiked back out to the corner, and it's corralled by Love, as that ball appears to be a little bit greasy right now. Love has it picked away by Perez. Perez will take the pass. LaFaro's back there. Not able to get the bounce off, throws Perez. Big offensive rebound, pulled down, sent back to Chinque. That can't go either. Hurried up now for LaFaro. Love will settle it down. Petrie doesn't shoot. Guglielmo. And it came for Love. And it goes off of Perez, so it'll stay with Mount. 12 left to the timer. 2:12 gone, opening quarter, still no score. There have been some good looks. Work back for Love. Love looks around. Trinkus was caught mid-hop, I think. And it'll go back to St. Joe's. Sometimes the brain and the hands don't work together. So Perez looks for Chinque. Back to Perez. Lets it fly off the front of the rim, and it's pulled down easily by Guglielmo. Transitions for Love. On her is Sanchez. In comes Guglielmo. Switch now for Petrie. Aaron LaFaro looks around. Wide open for three is Trinkus. Boom! First bucket of the game. We'll see if Trinkus can regain the stroke that she had over the weekend. Perez finds a lane. Off the window and in. And so the embers have now been lit in both buckets. Love being pressed by Sanchez. Wants to be rid of her. Got it now for Guglielmo. Petrie. LaFaro. Guglielmo looks for some space. Curls around. Can't get off the shot that she wanted. Good defending by Kennedy. And it's brought back quickly by Perez. Perez has it knocked away. Good hands by Love, who's able to track it down. Fast break opportunity. Guglielmo able to get somebody to miss. And on the rebound, it'll be put home by Aaron LaFaro. Think right now they're not going to care how it goes in as long as it does. Approaching 4 minutes in, 5-2 Mount. Perez. Swept back for Kennedy for three. Boom! She had a good look. 5-5 to score. Guglielmo. Some good speed, but she is fouled by Cinque. Yes, it's pretty easy when you have this job, and the one who wears number 5 is named Cinque. Gabriela Cinque. That's her first, team second. Guglielmo goes to the line to shoot 2. Makes the first one. Guglielmo now 7 out of 11 in foul shots this season. Makes that one too. Elizabeth LaFaro rings the doorbell for the first time tonight. Guglielmo will have a seat. So let's see if the new player changes anything here. Angelina Donato also in now for Mount. Sanchez almost lost it, but got it back for Kennedy. Kennedy hands it off now for Perez. Perez let it go off the front of the rim. And it's regathered by Petrie. Donato slows things down. Into the corner now. I believe that's going to be a 2 for Petrie. So she's got that one in. 9-5 to score midway through the first quarter. Mount men later tonight against CCNY. Sanchez looks for an opening. Humpty Dumpty is fickle as a pickle. Doesn't want to drop in. Donato. Well, somebody got an arm out. It was Perez. That is her first, team third. Mount has yet to commit a foul here with 4:54 left here in the first quarter. On to substitutions. Cinque comes out for St. Joe's. In comes Nikki Gretsch. Cash into the game now for Mount. Gets a good pass from somebody else who's new. It's Hughes. And we've got a tie-up. And they say it's going to go back to St. Joe's. No, wait a second. A foul's going to be called here. Bit of an unfortunate break for Sarah Cashin. That's the first foul against Mount tonight. So Perez comes back with it. Hands it off for Sanchez. Sanchez by herself, but can't finish. Gets her. No, it's stuffed like a baked potato from Hughes. And Donato is fouled by Sanchez. A tough sequence of events for the Bears. I apologize. It's not on Sanchez, it's on Perez, and that's her second, so she must have a seat. Fourth team fouled against St. Joe's with 4:23 left here in the first. Donato listens to Marion Dietz. When you're the player, you usually should listen to the coach. Otherwise, you're not going to like your playing time. Hughes in traffic. Hands it off for LaFaro. Off the high glass and in. Elizabeth LaFaro gets on the scoreboard. And Mount has opened a 6-point lead. Sanchez. LaFaro on her. Donovan has to back out. Looks for Kennedy. Sanchez. On her is Donato. Trying to get big. Screen was set. Not able to get the shot she wanted with Sanchez. I don't think there was much contact. Not enough to warrant a foul, certainly, and so Mount will bring it back quickly. LaFaro now for Petrie. Back to LaFaro. Off the back foot, couldn't get it to go, but Hughes picks up the rebound. Cashin can't get it to drop, gets her own rebound. No, Humpty Dumpty is picking on both teams equally right now. Doesn't want anything to do with the wall. Kennedy lets it fly again from 3. Off the front of the rim. Pulled down by Elizabeth LaFaro. 3 minutes to go. Opening quarter. Mount leading St. Joe's Brooklyn 11-5. Petrie, extra wide, traded open for 3. Can't hit it. Hughes back for Petrie. May not have been expecting it. LaFaro for 3. Yes, ma'am! And an exasperated Joe Giacchi calls timeout. On a shot like that, if you're the other team, it might not be your night. There's still a lot of game left, but right now, Mount is out to a 14-5 lead. When we grow our knowledge, put our skills to use, and help our community, we spark something amazing. Be the spark. Explore service. To learn more about Mount St. Mary College, visit msmc.edu. Again, msmc.edu. Early returns. Mount St. Mary is only 5 of 15 from the field, but have had some timely buckets here. St. Joe's, only 2 of 12. That's no good. That's got to get better. And it's probably going to need to get better sooner rather than later. Big possession out of the timeout. From the corner, draining it is Donovan. Yep, they'll give her 3 for that. Margin is cut back to 6. Donato. LaFaro. Cashin. Hughes. On her is Gretsch. Hughes. Gretsch stays with her, but Hughes able to barge her way in and score. She might be back to her old self pre-injury. 16-8 the score. Gretsch. Hughes on her. Down low it came. Kick back out. Sanchez. Can't get the awkward shot to fall in. Would have been spectacular had it done so. Donato trying to bump off of Sanchez. Into the corner. LaFaro for 3. A bit too high, a bit too strong, and brought back quickly. On the left side by Chan Clayton. Defers now for Donovan, who can't finish. And it's pulled down like she's rescuing a baby from a burning building. Donato gets it back from Petrie. LaFaro. Cashin. Hughes. LaFaro. Lets it fly. A bit short. She never looked set when she released it. 1:13 left of the opening quarter. Mount in front 16-8. Bears just need a bucket right now. They don't need the big 3. Just find some continuity with your offense. Not able to make that one was Telford, and it's brought back by the Knights quickly. Slowing down a little bit is LaFaro. Under a minute left in the first. Cashin. Swept for Phelan, who had it deflected away. Hughes able to grab it. Can't get it to fall, and it's pulled down by Telford. Sanchez. Directs traffic. Donato on her, but gives her a couple of feet. Almost daring to shoot from 3. She does not. Chan Clayton. Telford. Sanchez. Drives in. And 1. This time, Houdini picked the lock. Foul is on Elizabeth LaFaro. That's her first, team second. Sanchez misses, now 70% from the line this season. Margin is 6, presumably final possession of the quarter. We've got a whistle. Wait a minute. No, it's just a common foul. Looks like it'll be against Telford. And not a smart foul, I think, in that situation because it does give foul shots to Mount. It'll be Donato going to the line to shoot 2. She makes the first one. Donato is now 11 out of 12 from the line this year. She doesn't just eat her veggies, she eats Brussels sprouts too. Sanchez, 5 seconds left. Has to do something. Got it back somehow. Can't get it off the rim, and time runs out here in the first. Sometimes it doesn't have to be pretty. I think at some level it was for Mount there. It'll make some critical shots on critical possessions, and they have an 18-10 lead at the end of the first quarter. This marks the Skyline Conference's 35th year of operation, now conducts championships in 19 sports. More information on the conference, visit skylineconference.org. Again, skylineconference.org. Mount for that first quarter ultimately shot 6 out of 19, so that's just under a third. It's 31.6%. Elizabeth LaFaro has 5 points. She's 2 of 5 for the field. Trinkus has 3. Petrie, Guglielmo, Aaron LaFaro, Hughes and Donato, they each have 2. 4 of 4 for the line, so that's very good on them. St. Joe's in that first quarter. Donovan with 3, Kennedy with 3, Perez with 2, Sanchez with 2. Team is 4 of 18 from the field. That has to get better, but they are 2 of 5 from 3. So not sure if they want to incorporate that shot more, but I think right now they're better served right now just working on getting 2s. Division 3 remains the NCAA's largest division with 450 member institutions. 40% of all NCAA student athletes compete in Division 3. To learn more, visit ncaa.org/D3. Again, ncaa.org/D3. Mount out rebounding St. Joe's 19-9 in that first quarter. Offensively, 6-2. So that's a big part of why the margin is what it is. The home team up by 8, and great hustle again as it's brought back down the far side. Shifted now for Guglielmo, who's able to get off the window and in. Thank you, sir. Always appreciate everybody coming up here to hand me stuff on paper. I'm not that old. The computer's still my friend, very much so, but it's nice to have a backup plan. Yes, there are young people working very, very hard. Thankful for their presence tonight. We have a doubleheader, so I hope they are fed between games or something. From the corner for 3. Jasmine Chan-Clayton, g'day, where it's just after lunch back in Australia. Margin now 7. Guglielmo for 3. Can't get it to go, but it's handed right off to Love, who's able to take the handoff from Aaron LaFaro. It is bowl season coming up after all, as Mount is back up by 9. Drifted back out now for Telford, but they say she did the cha-cha. As long as St. Joe's can hit that outside shot, they're still in the game, but Mount with a good response after that 3. Aaron LaFaro. Back for Quinn. Phelan. LaFaro again. Hooked out for Love. Good ball movement. LaFaro all by herself. Bliss is quick, but not that quick. She would have needed to teleport herself that time. Largest lead of the ball game at 11 for the Knights. Coming around the mountain is Chan Clayton. Got it back for Perez. Perez bumping into her. Aaron LaFaro. Play continues. Telford can't get the ball to go in. She's snake bitten. That looked good from here. Mount bring it back. It's Love. Perez on her. Quinn kicks it back out. LaFaro for three. In and out. And it's pulled away instead. Love looks around. LaFaro. Will she try again? A little bit closer. Doesn't make the grade. Was surprised there was no immediate putback that time. Donovan. She's pressed. Telford looks for an opening. Can't get it to go, but she'll go to the line. This foul's going to be against Quinn. That is her first, team first. 7:26 left in the half. Mount up by 11. Telford makes the first one. She's now 2 out of 3, metaphorically, this season. She's 20 out of 30 from the line. Can't get the second to drop in. And it looks like it'll be bounced out of bounds off of St. Joe's, so Mount will keep the ball. More substitutions as both teams play a little bit of chess right now. But I think the feeling out part is over with. Guglielmo for LaFaro. Back for Quinn. Quinn. Love doesn't shoot yet. Looks to get closer. No basket, and the foul was on the floor. The referee on the sideline or baseline says this will be against Perez. So a simple inbound here for Mount. 20 of the timer, 7:04 left in the half. The Knights up by 10. Aaron LaFaro corrals it. Quinn. LaFaro was looking for it, but have been telegraphed by Guglielmo. And here come the Bears. A bit too short there from Chan Clayton. More wrestling for the ball, and it'll go back to Mount. Neither team is short on hustle. A midweek game this time of year, sometimes it can be tough to get up for because it's out of your routine, and if you're one of those real student athletes, you're thinking about exams and final projects. Bears do press. It's broken quickly. Phelan doesn't shoot. Love will. Boom! Love for Casey Love. Mount is up by 13. Shifted back now for Bliss. Chan Clayton being harassed by Love. From the baseline. Bit of an overshoot there by Gretsch. She had a better look. She might have been able to knock that one down. Phelan. Cross court now for Guglielmo for three. No. Bounced around and somehow getting the rebound was Quinn. Rotated quickly. Phelan. Guglielmo. Quinn will try again. This one's in and out. Love goes down, keeps it on the dribble, and is able to roll it like bocce over to LaFaro. Phelan for three. Off the front of the rim. More offensive rebounds from Mount. LaFaro thinks about it. Takes the shot and buries it. Almost like the Bears were daring Aaron LaFaro to take the shot, and she said, okay. 30-14 with 5:36 left in the opening half. You can get 10% off summer sport camps at Mount St. Mary College. You must type this code to receive the discount. Thanks to 024. Yes, it still works. At least it's still up there. To get this deal, visit msmc.edu/sportscamps. Again, msmc.edu/sportscamps. for the game. Mount is now shooting 36.7% to St. Joe's 22.7. From 3, Mount is 4-13. St. Joe's is 3 of 7. From the line, Mount is 4 of 4. St. Joe's 1 of 3. Rebounds are 28-10 Mount. Offensive 11-2. That's where the game is being won, running away. Unless St. Joe's does something quickly under their own bucket, this is not going to get any better. Second chance points. This is where Mount needs to be better, I think. They've had 11 offensive rebounds, but only 10 second chance points. That means they're basically converting 5 out of 11. That's what that tells me. So there's always room for improvement, I think. But so far for the Knights, so good. It comes now for Gretsch. Can't get the rim. Kennedy found it. Shot clock does not reset. And that one is a bit too strong from Chan Clayton. Phelan walked up now for Love. Sanchez tries to get big. It's telegraphed, but taken by Quinn anyway. LaFaro thought about trying again. Phelan as they spread the ball around again. Guglielmo has a lane. She draws contact. She'll go to the line. This one is going to be against Sanchez. That's her first, team second here in the second quarter with 4:58 left. And the first one does not want to cooperate for Guglielmo. That one doesn't want to either, but LaFaro can't get that one to fall either. Right church, wrong pew. Mount still up by 16. St. Joe's needs answers, not just one answer. Donovan. And they say that somebody walked, but it might have been Gretsch. So 4:39 left in the half. Another wasted opportunity for St. Joe's. So it's going to take a deep breath right now for the Bears. Just take a deep breath. The game might not slow down, but you can make a better decision if you slow down yourself. And it came for Phelan. She blew by everybody. Largest lead of the game from out at 18. Sanchez swept back for Donovan. LaFaro's on her. And this one is going to be too far for Gretsch. And a bit of line change coming up now for Mount. Elizabeth LaFaro comes in. So does Margaret Trinkus. So does Kate Hughes. Guglielmo comes out. So does Erin LaFaro. I think Peachy just checked out too. As Marion Dietz just trying to keep her horses fresh. Love looking back for clarification, which is always a good thing, especially if you are the point guard. Good catch made by Elizabeth LaFaro. Wait a minute. They say she walked with it. I didn't think she tried a double axel, but they still called her for steps. 3:53 left in the opening half now. 32-14, Mount in front. Donovan. A miscommunication involving Chinque. As Mount will bring it back quickly. Love looking for LaFaro. Settles it down. Love thought about it. LaFaro doesn't think. A good release, but the ball hits the top of the backboard and then something behind it, not the shot clock. So Perez comes back with it. Donovan to Perez. LaFaro gives her a bit of a bump. It squirts to the other corner. As trying to scoop it underneath was Chan. Clayton could not get it in, and it's rebounded by Hughes. Brought back quickly by Mount. And now LaFaro will slow things up. Elizabeth LaFaro looks back to the bench. 3 minutes left of the opening half. 32-14, Mount in front. The Knights just trying to end this first half with good work habits. They've got a comfortable lead at the moment. And it's what is wrested away by Kennedy. Was in good position. Perez. Might have been deflected. Perez, straightaway three. This one's a bit short. Taken by Quinn. As I think right now, Dietz is telling Love to tell the rest of the team, slow things down a bit. Yes, it's exciting to have a lead, but you got to play with control. Trinkus, foul line. Nope, they say she walked with it too. Those with the whistles are being consistent. If you move your pivot foot at all, you're going to be whistled. 2:32 left in the opening half. 32-14, Mount in front. For the game, St. Joe's with 6 turnovers, Mount with 5. Chan Clayton swerves it back for Donovan. Sanchez lets it fly. That one doesn't make the grade. Kennedy said, no, can't get that one to go in either. And that one's going to miss too. Right now, St. Joe's is the can't shoot straight. LaFaro fires a fastball to Petrie. Trinkus thought about it. LaFaro tries to get closer, can't. Trinkus at a good spot. Boom! Just like over the weekend. She was great for the perimeter over the weekend, and she continues the strong play here. First time all game that Mount is up by 20. Buck and a half left before halftime. Kennedy. Chinque. Runs out of real estate. Donovan. Back to Chinque. Finally got it in. I thought for a second I'd have grazed the arm of Petrie. But Chinque able to score as the margin's been cut to 18. They like that long pass, don't they? Elizabeth LaFaro. Petrie lines it up. Yes, ma'am. Lauren Petrie, she's that wide open. She's not going to miss many of those. Lead is 21, 50 seconds left before halftime. Donovan looks for assistance. Chan Clayton, Petrie on her. Wedge back for Sanchez. Tries to get inside. Chan Clayton for three. Yes, ma'am. Jasmine Chan Clayton able to answer. Slight difference between game and shot. Maybe a second or two. So they can try to play for the final shot if they want. LaFaro, though, says she won't. Gets it off the front of the rim. Rebound, though, by Petrie. Shot clock is not off yet. For the perimeter, Trinkus, no. It'll be dribbled out by Donato. Now the clock is off. Donato, long three. Yes, ma'am. A great end for Mount's first half, where they got hot at the end of that second quarter. They keep shooting like this. I don't see how St. Joe's gets closer. That's just being honest. A lot going Mount's way in that first half. They finished the first half shooting 40.5% from the field, 6 of 17 from 3. So they got better in that second quarter, seemed to find a bit of a groove. St. Joe's, 23.3% from the field, 4 of 12 from 3. Rebounds, this is a big part of what's going on right now. 34-13 for the game in favor of Mount. On the offensive end, on the offensive end, 13-4. Turnovers, 8 apiece. Bench points, those are always good. Mount with 14. St. Joe's with 7. And second chance points. This number should be higher, I think, for Mount, given the number of offensive rebounds they've had. They've had 13 offensive rebounds. They've only been able to get 13 second chance points, but none for St. Joe's. And as I look at that stat, I'm not incredibly surprised they've not had many second chances, period, in this game. For Mount, having a good game right now, it's Erin LaFaro. She's 3 of 7 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, has 4 rebounds and 4 assists. She has 7 points and 4 assists and 4 rebounds. I'm not saying she has a shot at a triple-double, which is awfully hard to do in a 40-minute game, but she's off to a good start here. There are 9 other players from out who have points in this ball game. For St. Joe's, off the bench with 6 is Jasmine Chan Clayton. Thank you, sir. She is 2 for 4, 2 for 3 from 3. At the half, here in Newburgh, it is Mount St. Mary leading St. Joe's Brooklyn 40-19. We'll be back with the third quarter here on the Mount St. Mary College Athletics YouTube channel. Welcome back. This is the Mount St. Mary College Athletics YouTube channel. Second half of this game about to start. Mount St. Mary leading St. Joe's Brooklyn 40-19. After some strong shooting at the end of the second quarter, allowed the Knights to pull away from the Bears a bit. The game is not over yet, and again, just saying, I think what Marion Dietz and her team will be focusing on besides preserving this big lead, just good work habits right now as just trying to get ready for the next game while focusing on this one. For the Bears, they have to find a way to limit those second chance opportunities for Mount right now. The offensive rebound numbers for Mount are to die for. They really are killing the Bears right now. They got to get better. Perez lost it on the deck. Quick transition by Trinkus. Able to get it now for Guglielmo. Love for Trinkus. Long-range jumper is good. Margaret Trinkus continues to shine for the perimeter. Largest lead of the game at 23. Perez. Screen is set. Sun is setting. In it came for Kennedy. Open with Sanchez. Back out for Chinque. A bit too strong, and it's picked down by Petrie. Love, who had 6 rebounds in the first half. She's not big, but she's fast and she's smart. That's how she got 6 boards in that first half. Guglielmo back to Love for 3. A bit too far to the left, and not able to come up with it was Trinkus. So St. Joe's will get it back. Again, the Mount men will take on CCNY after this one is over with. Tip is slated for 8 o'clock. I'm hoping we get there on time. And this one's given away to Love. Love circles the wagon. There's only one of them. Extra wide trailer open for 3 is Guglielmo off the back iron, but she cleans up her own spilled milk. They are still hustling. It's a good sign for Mount, no matter what the score says. Trinkus for Love. Back out for LaFaro. Long-range jumper is good. Erin LaFaro will continue to make from wherever she wants. Margin now 25. Perez hands it off for Sanchez. Mount trying to keep the defense intense. It's blocked like she was making a save in the soccer field. Trinkus. As one of the officials looked down at Joe Giacchi if he wanted to call timeout, the answer was no. At least not yet, and sometimes the best thing a coach can do is let the players play through it. As this one's going to be too long from Perez. Taken down by LaFaro. Long pass down court. Intercepted. No, it's dropped by the free safety named Sanchez, but it's knocked out of bounds, and it slows things down. Yeah, sometimes if you're the coach at any sport, you don't want to micromanage your team. At some point, you have to just take a step back and see how your team can do in a tough situation. St. Joe's has 3 timeouts left. Mount has all 5 of theirs. Love. On her is Donovan. Guglielmo. Love. Wide open is Petrie. Boom! Petrie continues to make from a distance. Largest lead of the game at 30 for Mount. This one's deflected away by Quinn. Everybody's getting it done right now for Mount. LaFaro puts that one in, and now Giacchi calls timeout. He needs a hug, and I don't blame him. My arms aren't long enough to reach him, though. The margin is 32, and Mount looks like they're on the way to victory unless something really strange happens from here to the end. You can learn more about Division III student-athletes, championships, and sports with a behind-the-scenes look. Follow NCAA Division III on Facebook, Instagram, and X for updates. You can join the conversation by using the hashtags NCAAD3 and YD3. As I look in the leaderboard for the game here, who's having a good game right now? Who's on the honor roll? Who's passing muster with Busco? So I get some updated statistics here for you. Yes, just like the newsroom, we try to get everything right here. As my monitor is failing me for the moment, it's trying to crunch all these numbers in. Can tell you that Erin LaFaro has 11 points to lead Mount. She's 5 of 9 from the field with 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal. So she's had an all-around great game so far tonight for the Knights. Trinkus has 9 points. She hasn't missed yet. She's 4 of 4 for the field. Only a single rebound, but 2 steals. Petrie has 8 points, 3 of 5 for the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 4 rebounds. Again, I think right now, Dietz just trying to spread the wealth, make sure everybody gets some playing time tonight. Not every game is going to have this opportunity where everyone's going to get a chance to play. Chinque looking for Telford, has it stuffed away, and able to rainbow it in from short range is Bliss. And we've got an issue. Is it the clocks? The buzzer kept going off. And now one of the officials is down at the scores table trying to sort out what's going on here. They're still looking. I don't think we just summoned Robert Stack from the other side just yet. Mount St. Mary College Athletics had some Instagram page. See photos and videos you won't find anywhere else. Go to Instagram.com/MSMC Knights. That's MSMC Knights on Instagram. They've adjusted the shot clock to 27. Game clock at 6:47. Score is 51-21. Make sure you pay attention. There'll be an exam on all this. It is that time of year after all. And it's still not working. We may have to pull off the stopwatches to finish this one. I hope we don't, because there's a second game coming up after this is over with. Sometimes restarting things will help fix things. It's kind of like your router at home. You know, you simply unplug it, and yep, they have unplugged it. So the scoreboard is out. The clocks are still on. Okay, they match. 27 at one end, 27 at the other. The Skyline Conference's core values are diversity, respect, growth, sustainable access, and competitive spirit. To learn more about the league and its members, please visit its Instagram page at Skyline CONFD3. That's Skyline CONFD3 on Instagram. Looks like they've called in more people to help out here. But now the players are coming back to the court, so it looks like the game's going to resume. And the clocks aren't moving at all now. Well, they're able to move it 1 second, but it's a matter of getting the clock to move while the game's in progress. I think that's the ticket right now. They may have to page a doctor from St. Luke's to come in here and take a look. It does happen from time to time. Not everything's going to work the way you want it to. I think that's the way life works out as well. And one of the officials says to Petrie, let's walk you back over here since this is where the system restore point was. And the clocks are moving. Deep breath. Tragedy averted. Back to the game. Love. LaFaro dropped it. Petrie for three. Off the front of the rim, but it came right to Trinkus, who is stuffed. Looked to get it back, but wrestling it away from her is Telford. She hit the deck, but it's gotten to Chinquay. And the Bears with a mighty stop there. Lots of sweat and flexing. Perez. In it came for Bliss. Looks to get closer. Able to rainbow it off the high glass and in. So there's a step for St. Joe's. Love has Donovan on her. Guglielmo doesn't shoot. LaFaro will. Boom! Aaron LaFaro continues to hit. It's almost like the Bears are daring her to do so, and she says, okay, I'll go ahead and take the shot. Perez tries to respond. Off the front of the rim, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bears. And the first unit of the power play comes back to the bench. Here comes the second unit. 5:37 left here in the third. 54-23, Mount in front. Perez. Now for Donovan. Was briefly tripled right into a wall. Perez got it inside, and Chinquay puts it off the glass and in. Donato looking for Phelan. Swept now for Cashin. Donato. Bounce for Hughes, and one! First meeting with her father, I asked what she's doing, and he said she's actually subbing at Heritage High School. I'll give you an idea how old I am here, as this is a held ball to go back to Mount. I graduated from Newburgh Free Academy in 1999. I don't think Heritage was even thought of back then. Yeah, back then they tried to put us all like sardines into one building, and for a while it worked, and then one day it suddenly didn't. Such is life. Donato doesn't shoot yet, put it on the floor, got it back. Elizabeth LaFaro lets it fly, it's off the back iron. Hughes was looking for it but never found it, and it's wrestled away and brought back quickly by the Bears. Here comes Gretsch. Yes! Nice run by Nikki Gretsch. But coming down the other way, not only the catch was Cashin, gets it back for Phelan. LaFaro will try again. This time she makes it. Elizabeth LaFaro that time had nobody near her. Leads back up to 32 with 4.5 left in the third. Perez. Lovely stroke. Very decisive. So Mercedes Perez gets back on the board. Phelan can't handle the hot tamale. It'll go back to the Bears. Good night. Jasmine Chan Clayton comes back in. Out comes Telford. Perez hands it off for Donovan. Perez looking to come around the mountain, but it's intercepted by Donato, as I'm not sure that Gretsch was totally expecting that one. Hughes looks for a lane. Kicks out now for Cashin for three. In and out. The ball was down the chute, but the chute did not like the way it tasted. Spit it out. Perez now for Donovan. Confronted by two Knights. Perez lets it fly again. That one misses the boat. It comes to Donato. As right now it looks like the Knights are in a different lane, a different wavelength, a different gear from St. Joe's. Margin back up to 32 with 3.25 left here in the third. The Knights are more willing to run with it right now than the Bears. Perez. Good ball handling. Shifted back and one. Gretsch. Sometimes you take the time to let the play develop. Good things happen. First foul on Hughes. Team first from out here in the third. Not able to make the foul shot was Gretsch. And so it'll be taken back by Cashin. Donato. On her is Donovan. Donato. Wide open is Phelan. Made everybody look, but couldn't get it to finish. Donato. Hop, skips, and jumps. Can't get it to fall. Cashin. LaFaro for three. Yes, ma'am. It took some coaxing, maybe some bribery along the rim, but Elizabeth LaFaro knocks that one down, and the margin is 33, the largest of the game for Mount. Bliss. Saying hello is Cashin, and they're going to pick up Cashin for the foul. Appreciate the earnest behavior, but a bit too much, a bit too heavy there. That is Cashin's second, team second on Mount here on the third with 2:11 left. Donato's going to come out. Looks like Quinn has come back in for Mount. Not able to finish was Donovan. Picked up by Phelan. Hughes thinks about three, stays along the baseline. Has to get rid of it, has to get out of there too. No, she didn't. And I think I was approaching four when they blew the whistle. Yep, sometimes you paint yourself into a corner. Perez. Lets it go. A bit too long. Elizabeth LaFaro pulls it down, got it for Phelan. LaFaro navigates. Fires a strike. Over to Cashin. Hughes. Back to LaFaro. Doesn't shoot. Quinn. Phelan for three. Yes, ma'am. Responsible ball handling by the Knights. All five players touched it. Coming back the other way is Chan Clayton. So both teams are shooting well the last couple of minutes here, but a margin for St. Joe's to overcome is still 33. LaFaro thought about it. So did Hughes. Quinn will direct traffic. And letting it fly from the corner, missing was Cashin, but it's picked up by Hughes. Does not reset the shot clock, though. Quinn for three. She nails that one. Sierra Quinn, the mighty Quinn, gets Mount to 70 before the end of the third. Kennedy. Chan Clayton. In the corner. Letting it go was Donovan, couldn't finish. Shot clock can come off now. They might be afraid to turn it off because of what happened earlier in the quarter. Now they do. So we'll save some cents on the electric bill. 13 left in the quarter. Elizabeth LaFaro has some time. Lost the handle. They went off somebody for St. Joe's with 6.9 left. Sanchez comes back in for the Bears. Out comes Donovan. Quickly in, Hughes. And that ball decides to take a trip around the world. End of the third quarter. Well, if you follow me everywhere I go, and I go to a lot of places, I often say in a situation, good work habits when a team is up by this much at the half. And I feel like, by and large, Mount did a good job of managing those work habits in the third quarter, took their opponents seriously, got off to a good start. And now the Knights are up by 38 as we head into the fourth quarter. There's not a whole lot I think St. Joe's can do right now, but those ladies are still playing hard. Over 50,000 student athletes compete in NCAA championships at more than 800 sites nationwide annually. Don't miss out on the next great moment in history. Find a championship near you by logging on to ncaa.com/tickets. Aaron LaFaro leads Mount with 14 points, 6 of 10 from the floor, 2 of 4 from 3, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. So I don't think she's going to get a triple-double, but she still had a good night tonight. Elizabeth LaFaro has 11, 4 of 10 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. So LaFaro's together have 25 of Mount's 72 points. Kate Hughes 6 points, 8 rebounds. She might get a double-double. Also has 3 assists. Of the 28 field goals tonight for Mount, 23 assists. That's good. For St. Joe's, off the bench with 9 points, Jasmine Chan-Clayton. 3 of 5 from the field, 3 of 4 from 3. Thank you, sir. In that third quarter, St. Joe's was 7 of 14 from the field. They were 50%. Mount was 13 of 21. They were 62%. So everything was going, and it felt like, especially for Mount for the perimeter. And now we reach the fourth quarter. What can St. Joe's here do to make the ride back to Brooklyn a little bit shorter? Sanchez for Perez. Inside now for Chinque. Chinque, high glass, can't find the rim. And Mount will just come back with it again. There have been very few second chances tonight for St. Joe's. That's not one of the big factors for their point total here tonight, but the fact that Mount has had so many second chances here in this game, that's really spread the margin quite a bit. Phelan can't get that one to drop, and the Bears will come back with it. The CCNY men are warming up right now down to my left as drawing contact to Sanchez. They'll get the Mount men. As I'm looking at my watch right now, I think we could be at 8 o'clock. Second foul, by the way, is against Quinn. First foul for either team here in the fourth. Dominica Sanchez is short on her first attempt. Makes the second. Again, good work, Cabot. I think the focus for the Knights here in the fourth quarter. You want to end this game well. At the very least, they've done a better job tonight than they did when they were last in this situation. You may recall they had that win against Yeshiva and then did not win against New Paltz, although to be fair, New Paltz was just on another planet in the third quarter of that game. So they've done well after a big win by trying to follow up with another one. Donato from Phelan. That one's going to be short, and it's pulled down by Perez. Phelan's on her. Kennedy lets it fly. Boom! Grace Kennedy continues to shoot well from the outside. Quinn. In it came for Donato. Donato. Hop, skip, and a jump. Can't get it to fall. Quinn with the rebound. Back out for Hughes. A bit too long. And so the Bears will escape here. Perez. Sanchez. On her is Quinn. Sanchez. Hop, skip, jump, boom! If she had a 2-2 on, I thought I'd be watching Swan Lake. That was gorgeous footwork there by Sanchez that time. It came to Hughes. Off the glass and in. Kate Hughes continues rounding into the form that she had before her recent injury. Again, it feels like a year may not be recent, but when everything blends together, it does feel like a New York minute. Sanchez from distance can't get it to drop. Hughes had to go off of her. And I think she's asking the referee, why wasn't there an over and back call? At least I think that's what she was asking. I just hope she didn't use her teacher voice. I know about that. Tiffany teaches too. Hughes will pull down this one, and a foul is going to be called on Sanchez. Hughes wins the battle this time. That's the second on Sanchez. Team first for St. Joe's here with the fourth. Hughes to Trinkus. Looking for Hughes, and a whistle is blown as looks like Perez may have grazed her. Nope, it's going to be against Chinque. Why is everybody picking on Kate Hughes all of a sudden? Well, she's got the ball here. Shifted to Phelan. Wide open is Donato. It's short. And it looks like having a shoelace on the baseline was Quinn, so it goes back to the Bears with 6:55 left and Mount up by 34. I think the Knights have cooled off a little bit here in the fourth, but I still feel like their habits are okay. That's why. Good defending again. Trinkus now for Phelan. Phelan, Blake's right, turns left. And we have a held ball. It'll stay with Mount. Phelan comes out, so does Hughes. Petrie back in, so's Guglielmo. Again, Dietz, like a mother bird with a lot of mouths to feed in the nest right now. Luckily, she's got a can of worms that's pretty healthy at the moment. Quinn, again, from 3. Yeah, this is the part that's tough for a coach right now. I want to make sure everybody gets some playing time. Everybody feels good about her game. Almost from the bridge was Perez. It's pulled down by the Knights. Donato keeps the ball going around Perez. Petrie. Donato, open again. It looks like a shuttle car has pulled into the scores table for the Bears. There'll be 4 new players coming in soon. Cinque. So she scores again. Margin is now 37 with 5:45 left. Guglielmo. Deep for Quinn. Guglielmo doesn't shoot. Guglielmo. Back it came for Quinn again. She is on fire. Quinn continues to be mighty. Bears right now, I think, are just looking to score this possession. Sometimes you forget about the score and focus on your own game. Sanchez, indicate for Cinque. Might have been deflected away, but it's brought back now by Chan Clayton. And Mount comes up with another stop. They've kept the defensive pressure good, but the ball gets away this time from Guglielmo. Hurried back by Sanchez for Perez. And for whatever reason I can't explain, not able to get off the shot was Perez. Meanwhile, down court it goes. Petrie, yes. Giacchi, I think, is thinking about calling timeout, but he doesn't here. And I think at some level, it's okay to just let it ride. Again, you don't want to micromanage for the coach. He does have 2 timeouts if he wants to use them. But sometimes it's best to let the players play through. Not able to get that one on the rim was Chan Clayton. Quinn, who right now has 9 points. Aaron LaFaro leads the team of 14. Elizabeth LaFaro has 11. Donato, no. Now she'll try. Boom. She has 11. Lead is now 44, largest of the night. Chan Clayton. Hands it off for Sanchez, who had an opening. Nice feed for Kennedy, but she couldn't get it to go in. It's been a tough night for St. Joe's. Mount has shown up, done what's needed to do in order to deserve to win, but I think St. Joe's has deserved a better fate and maybe a few more bounces. They have put in the effort tonight. Petrie, able to fake out Chan Clayton. And now Giacchi's seen enough. Now, wait a second, pardon me. I think the timeout is called by Mount St. Mary. I think Dietz just wants to make one more change here. Maybe that change will have a bunch of changes in it. 88-42 is the score with 3:19 left. For game information and other news about the Knights, visit the official Twitter page for Mount St. Mary College Athletics. Follow MSMC Knights on X. That's x.com/MSMC Knights. Karpov is now in for the Bears. And this one goes off the hands of Chan Clayton. So I'm looking around to see who is in. This is the part of the broadcaster's job that's in the fine print. When you get to this point in a game like this, you make sure that every game, that every name is called. Make sure every name that's on the court gets in there. As a lovely reverse by Guglielmo. They've reached 90. I don't think they'll get to 100, and frankly, I kind of hope they don't at this point. Just play hard right now. Like that. But the ball will stay with St. Joe's. Sometimes players and teams have pretty good memories. That's all I'm saying. But right now, the Knights have played very hard, and they get a lot of credit, I think, for playing a full 40 minutes tonight. There have been very rare opportunities, very rare instances where they have taken their eyes off the prize tonight. Another big steal by Guglielmo. Phelan looks around for Guglielmo. Cashin. Hughes. Quinn. In it came for Cashin and one! Again, all 5 players touch the ball. That's a Hickory Huskers basket. All 5 players touched it. Marion Dietz wants to take a 15-second excerpt of this game tonight. I know the scoreline would say, well, the game's over at this point. The margin's 50. That's the kind of basketball they need to play. Unselfish and smart. Deflected again, and I think once more, Mount is in a different gear right now from St. Joe's. The game is moving right now that much faster and quicker, more precise for the Knights at this stage of the game. Guglielmo now for Hughes. Inside for Cashin. No, got her. No, it's out of her hands. And it's picked up this time by Telford, who's coming down quickly. Yanks it back, and not able to get it to the rim was Bliss. 1:18 is left. So Mount will get it back one more time for sure after this. Cashin. Now for Hughes. Cashin spins it around and was able to get the handoff to Guglielmo, who could not finish. Clock does not reset. Hughes has to do something. Cashin can't save it. 51.1 is left. As I take a real quick look here to see who has done well tonight. Okay, Aaron LaFaro, 14 points. Elizabeth LaFaro, 11 points. Donato with 11 points. Petrie with 12. Everybody who I think was eligible to play tonight has played. As this one doesn't go, I thought I saw Kira Frias in street clothes tonight, but everybody else has played. Hughes has 8 points and 9 rebounds. She's so close to a double-double. But again, 37 buckets for Mount tonight, 29 assists. So they've made plays. Down goes everybody, and a great play made by Guglielmo, but it's taken back midcourt by Dominguez. Great to see Mount hustling until the end here. Chan Clayton. No. Pulled down by Cashin. Telford says she's not done yet. Ball will stay with Mount. And that must have been the last gasp for the Bears. Great to see both teams continue to work hard towards the end here, but Mount will come away with an easy victory. The Knights take care of business and defeat St. Joe's by a score of 93-42. With the victory on the season, the Knights will improve to 4-1 in the Skyline and 4-3 overall. And they certainly earned it tonight with how well they played from start to finish. St. Joe's will drop to 1-5 in the Skyline and now go to 2-7 overall. Again, the LaFaros leading the way for the Knights as they both had good games. They combine for a grand total of 25 points. Donato with 11, Petrie with 12, Trinkus with 9, Quinn with 9, Hughes with 8.